Oh, you want to read it?
Question A. What is the purpose of abstraction within computer science program?
Mm-hmm.
Abstraction is commonly defined as the extraction of relevant information from a large data set where utilizing abstraction allows engineers and other systems to solve goals.
Very
Is this the right answer?
That is, though.
Yay.
That sounds so dry. Go ahead. What's your next answer?
Question B. Which is easier to code, block coding or Python IDE?
Mhm.
I'd say, in my opinion, I think block coding, specifically Microsoft Make code, is easier to code with. Unlike other coding programs or websites or programs, Microsoft offers in-depth instruction on how to code your game for optimal functionality.
Very good. That's why we always ask for alternate assignments. You're not going to be told, right? But they might see scratch when you close to the Python IDE. You got your 15 points on this night, man. You add to your score on your norms points and such. So Archie, I think he was the next one. He's like, yeah, I got it. And then CDL, I got it. And I kind of was beating a little bit. You're next up to share your screen if you got something. And then come to Nara, you have nothing? Yeah, you still got to share your screen now, right? No, he's right. You're right. He does have to share his screen. Now you can figure out if he's doing his work or if he's figuring. So what do you have? What have you been doing for 5 minutes? Share your screen. Points. Okay, so he has, so let's see. What is the purpose of abstraction in science? Type of question, and we didn't answer. Okay, so B, what is easy to code? He said he had found that block coding is often easier, introduced. Concept to kids, block coding is a lot easier for children comprehend than others. So we got 10 answers extra. Kind of what Ms. Maxwell was talking about with the block coding. Okay? I just switched it up on a little bit because Microsoft was training. All right, Major, you still not through. Joe, do you have anything? And you still working on your job? Okay. So I'm gonna come back to you later, but Archie, you can share. Make sure you add your points there, Kunari. Waiting. Yep, you can share. Let's take a look what you got going on. Stack blocks on top of one another and press go. Okay, I understand that. The real answer to me is Python because it's easier to get a job somewhere coding with not blocks. Basically, the easier one to code with is the code that's easy to get into a career with. Okay.
Because if you learn something hard right now,
Yeah, no, you got it. Because over time, you develop those skills, right? All right, so we're going to switch gears. You can stop sharing, Archie. Very good. I like all the... Shall we? And take off the mirror effect. Come back to reality here. All right, so we're into the next part of our day, which is, of course, the do now. So this is for 15 points if someone wants to read it. Basically, it is what we're about to do, an extended version of what we already learned about coding. So who would like to read it, or should I read it?
I'll read it.
Okay, McMore, go ahead. She said there was some bass in her voice.
Today's now extended. Let's begin reading Proline today.
Keep going.
Let's begin to utilize the advanced
You okay?
To demonstrate at least optimal functionality with turtle run. All sections of the skill map must be programmed with your hand tools and programmers function like examples provided before the game. Be sure to detect the run as many times as needed and then get 80% functionality with the simulator when it demonstrated to the instructional section.
Thank you, Miss Mackmore. All right. So that's 15, ma'am. Nice try. She tried to double up on me. All right. So next thing we're going to read is for 10 points. Someone wants to is basically what you put in your exit script. So you got it, good. What's the username? Figure out. Version 1.5.2. Very good. Boolean. Okay, good. All right, so that is what you're going to do at the end of class. These are some things you should think about after we've done a lot of coding. So you can get to my slide deck using, of course, EDSB. A lot of students are like, hey, it's asking me for some username. That is your SESI student account. All right, don't act all crazy like you don't know what it's asking you for. It's asking for your SESI student account, and it'll let you get into your PowerPoint slides easily. All right, so now that we got that out the way, let's jump into the land of coding. Make sure you click on that link, which is going to be this screen here. All right. So of course, the first thing we want to do is, of course, you guys need to set up your partitions. I think everybody knows how to separate your screens. So one side of the screen on your screen, your one screen, you have your example code, and on another side you have the canvas you're working on. So let's do that real quick. Make sure you sign in. I think I told you, and Kanesh figured it out. If you want to find me because you want to link up, get ideas on codes, or maybe look at some of my codes, or share your codes with me, you just go to this username here, Mike Tyler 357. Look for that little picture where I'm looking goofy and cheesy, and click on me, and it should allow you access to me, and I can see what you've done in case you want me to grade something that you may have missed. All right. So again, that comes with having your Scratch account fully verified. It's two-factor verification. You set up your account, it sends you an email, you confirm that email, and it allows you to share. It's just making sure you're not a robot. All right, now that we've gotten through all that, because I don't spend too much time talking, this is a quiz assessment. We're going to open a new tab. Again, MIT Scratch. Right? It's the website. We can just open up a fresh canvas. You can click on Scratch, Imagine, Program, Share. And create is how you start a new canvas, or you hit File, New. And now I'm about to resize. So you come to like this empty space over here in your browser. If you double click, it'll let you resize it. So you just drag it around till you think it's in the right area, and then stretch it out as needed. Right? Just setting up the aspect ratio or the geometry of the first screen. And this is our test screen. Right? Okay, somebody's playing the game already. I was like, that sounded like a real kitten over there. I was like, what's really going on? All right, so I'm resizing, and then this is going to be my example code, right? All right, now I'm going to blow this up for a second because we want to see what it does. You hit the maximize here, and let's play it real quick. Okay, so I'm at play button, and I'm jumping around, grab that apple, grab that. You get points for this stuff here. Okay, now you're recreating the game. You got to choose what falls from the sky, and all your meter. Let me turn this off for a second. It's loud and goofy. So it's pretty cool, but you have to recreate your own version. All right, now you have to use a turtle. You could use I don't know. You could use a dog. Just don't use that kitten. Start off with a brand new sprite. Yes, you have to make it your own, like we did in MakeCode, young lady, right? So you don't have to use the same things I'm using, but your game has to work, all right? So I don't know. That's up to them. I know at one point, I think Angel Ocasio, he had like tacos falling from the sky, and it was like a little Mario brother guy jumping up and getting the tacos. It can be yours, whatever you want it to be, but the game has to work. So if I press buttons to make them jump or go left to right, all that should be in there, and the codes and the blocks to do it are there. Just make sure yours have the same codes. All right, or block codes. click share here, and that makes it ready to be shared to the world. Give it a name, right? We're gonna call this Turtle Run, right? And I'm gonna say Turtle Run demo today because I'm demonstrating to you what to do. But make sure you name your file so you're easy to find it in the later future. Okay, now that I named it, I hit see inside. And you saw the little green bar that says it's shared. Keep that in mind. All right, so I'm gonna come over here to my example code. I'm gonna look under the hood for this one. Waiting for it to change screens. You see inside the hood. Scratch is working a little bit slow today. There it is. And again, before you start, don't start coding with this cat. You're gonna be mad if you did because you have to delete him. That's a default sprite. We can't use that. You come over here and you're gonna choose your own. If you do not choose your sprite first, what will happen is you'll have some parts of code that are not available yet. Choose your sprite first. Okay? So I don't know what you want to choose. Let's go to animals. And you got categories you can choose from. I didn't want that. I don't want no bell. I want animals. Let's try this again. So animals. And what animals they got? They got the beetle, the butterfly. You got the cat, of course. Can't use him. I'm going to go for dinosaur because a lot of people don't like dinosaurs for some reason. Don't think they exist. I'd be like, wow, aren't you interesting person? So you put this here. And then, of course, this is where you start coding. Now, how many sprites do we need? We got one sprite. Let's look at our example code. How many do we need altogether that we have to code? So I'm going to go back over to my example. Oh, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come down 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 sprites. It's a quiz, y'all. And again, you have until 5 p.m. tomorrow to finish all parts because it's a quiz. I give you 2 days to do it. So again, save your code to your projects. Otherwise, you have to screenshot the sprites as you build them, and that's pretty tough, right? So let's start with the very first sprite, which is the big turtle. For me, it's the pterodactyl, or this flying dinosaur. So everything's set. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit, and I just want to see what part of code we're working on, how much code I got. So you hit the zoom out feature, and then you have to zoom in. There we go. And you'll notice this is a lot of code in there. These parts you can sit on the side, don't worry about them. In fact, I should have deleted them. Let me go ahead and do that so you don't have to be confused. You have to use those. And then I'll come over here. This is the biggest chunk of code to do right here, right? And I want to start with something you may not be aware of, which is this part down here. You have to make a block. That's why that's that color. So I don't know if you remember how to do this, but let's do it today. This is the same as creating a block that's like a variable, but you're putting commands inside of it because you're going to link it to stuff you want it to do. So let's go ahead and get started on that. I'm going to work on this block right here, and everybody should show me how far they got, but to be honest, you should do this part in case you've forgotten, and I'll make the videos available earlier. So I clicked on blocks, and it's saying, hey, which type of block do you want us to create for you? So if we look at the block type, it says over here directions, right? Let's zoom in a little bit. That's what you're creating. So we're going to come down here and we're going to leave it as is, but we're going to rename this here as direction, right? Will help you with your direction keys for your game. All right, hit OK.
You said name the direction?
Yes, but we got to go back a step because it's not working correct. Hold on 1 second. Because it's run then direction. So hold on. Do this. We're going to grab this and throw it away. I'm going to start it again. So blocks. This is tricky if you don't pay attention to how to do it. And then it's this one here where it says add an input, right? So you got to select on this one, Angel. There it goes. Now we can name this so we can keep it the same as run, capital R-U-N, tab, direction. Did everybody see how I did that? Because you might have to do this in the future. I'm creating this first block here. I clicked on blocks, and you had to add an input. It gives you this option to create this. Okay, everybody get this part? Because it's difficult if you don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, make sure you got it because it's going to be hard to follow my code or examples. Hit OK, and you see now that block looks exactly like the example I have here. Okay, so before you go any further, create all your variables as well. I'm doing this so all you got to do is just program, and it's not hard on you. All right? But I'm going to come back to variables. That'll be the last thing I do with you. But far as my block, how does this work? So we're going to start with this control block. We talked about control blocks. That's your conditional statements. This is what you would call a nested nested conditional statement, because there's a lot of different things nested together to do a lot of things, right? So we're going to program this block because we just made it. What is it going to do? So we're going to go to control, because if you look here, that's an if block. It looks like that color. Now, which if block do we need? Okay, what was that? Kanasia, that's 5 points. Okay, block wrong. She is absolutely right. The if-then block, you come here. This is going to what we talked about yesterday with control statements or conditional statements. So now you're just recreating what they have. This green block here, it looks like a little triangle. It's a mathematical operator. So you click on operators, which is just math. And it looks like we have something that's equal to something. We're looking for this one here. Okay? Put that there, good. And how do I fix this? Well, this has to be left, right? And then tab, what goes here? Now I'm gonna show you the trick. You can literally grab this direction bubble and put it there. I knew that was gonna be difficult. I hope everybody saw what I did. I just grabbed the direction bubble after I put that there and put it there. It changed the value to the same as what I have over here. Now, moving on. I hope everybody got that step. All I did is I grabbed that direction bubble that we created earlier, put it here. Now, let's see, purple, right? I'm gonna switch costumes, that's looks. And switch costume 2, I'm looking for this one. I'll put that there, all right? Now, there is something that changes here, and we gotta do a little bit, this is why I say we gotta create the variable, right? So we gotta create an operator, which is join. So let's see, join what? Looking down here, make sure you get the same type. It's join and then something. So I think it's this one. I'm going to put that inside of dinosaur. This is going to allow us to alter our costumes as necessary. All right, now let's figure it out. We know this second part of the bubble is left, right? This one is not Apple though. It's a variable. Remember I told you had variables? So here's some of the variables you got to create. So that's what I'm saying. Do this as soon as you can because you need something to go there, and it's a variable. So I'm going to click on variables, and I'm going to start creating most of my variables so I can continue. Because you'll notice as you go on, you need other variables like speed, skin. Speed is used again. So let's create some of those. Create 2 I see in this code I need. So the first one is skin, right? That's the one we're working on? Yes, skin. So capital S, K-I-N. Leave it as all sprites, okay. There is skin variable. Turn it off because you're not going to have these variables showing what they're doing on your screen. If you select this, you'll see the skin variable up there in the corner as a meter. Turn it off, like they have theirs over here. What else do we need? See, I need speed, so let's create that variable. All right, speed, and okay. Now I have these two. Turn that one off too. Now, when I want to actually put something in for, if you see here, this variable, which was Apple, I can just grab skin and put it right there. Now it looks the same as my code over here. All right, I'm gonna do one more block with you, and you'll see why speed was necessary. So I need another if-then, as Kanasia alluded to, and go to my control blocks. So if-then what? Come here, and it looks like it goes right underneath the purple block, like that. But I'm incorrect, because that's an if-then else, isn't it? Let's throw that away. It's this one. All right, looking better. So, looks like this is a blue block for motion. And you gotta do it in steps. So I'm gonna grab the motion block for go to, or no, change by, right? Change by. And is it X and Y, or is it just X? It's an X. Change X by, right? And we forgot one thing, the sense button, which should be interesting for you all. That's how you click on things. So where are we at? Change X by. Right, grab that, put that here. And then I'm gonna come back to the sense button, which is this section. So that's operator. And we're looking for what? Join blank, which is like a minus sign. And then speed. Let's zoom in a little bit, see what that is. It looks like a plus sign, right? So join, where's join in green? There it is. And you gotta do one with the plus sign. So this is not exactly it, because it's like two bubbles and then a plus sign and some output. So let's see, what do we got? Join. Oh, it's a double entendre. That's what that is. So let's see here. That goes here. And this is like another math operator. That's what it is. So that's a plus. That's an addition. Come up. It looks like this one. That's how you fix that one, you guys. So it's a double math operator inside. Now we just plug everything in. So we know this is not Apple. This is minus. All right? And then we're going to go to our variables. And this is speed. And then, speed should be inside of there, brother. Stop. Come here, you. Do what I tell you to do, not what you want to do. And then the number that goes here is 2. 2. All right. So that's how you do that. I'm going to do a few other things with you, and I'm going to stop because you got a little bit of time left to practice this on your own. So this part right here, this little if-then, and then it's yellow, it's like blue. That's your sensing. This allows you to click on things to make them work. All right? So let's see here. It says, you're looking for something that says key, and then space, press. What's this one?
You got Kendall in your class first period?
No. Kendall is, he's biology. I think he's second period. He's second period.
Second period? I'm trying to find out who you got first period.
You got SB access, don't you? You got SB access, Rush. You know that, right? You could have just opened up your laptop if you want to do it the Cro-Magnon style. Just, hey, I ain't gonna do it, bro. Yeah. So I told him to look it up, but he don't do it his way. I'd be like, Rush, do it this way. He still do it the way he wants to. Like a big old kid. Change X by. That means it's blue. Right? Change X by. That's another one. Put that in the else category. We need another math operator to join. Where's the join at? Right here again, apple, banana. Put that there. And of course, this is minus. And this is where I'm going to stop at with you all and let you code the rest of the class. Variable is speed. Let me put that there. And when I turn 60 and I see you in the news doing so hard stuff, getting paid $200,000 a year, I'm going to laugh at the screen. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the way the world's going, yeah, this is a good bet. You're lucky I don't gamble. At any rate, I want to put up on the screen, this is all I've done with you. You can look at the video later if you want. You have until 5 p.m. I want to say 4 p.m. because everybody's on CP time. I know I got to tell my people an hour early because they're going to be late anyway. So you have till 4 p.m. to get it done. So that means some of y'all are going to try to contact me at 6 p.m. It's going to be too late. So 4 p.m., right? Not hearing it. None of y'all. You know how my people is. I'm around the corner. That's a whole lot, right? So 4 p.m. tomorrow, grades are finalized, all right? Now, you do not have a Scratch account. That means you have to screenshot every Scratch you program. Okay? You do have a Scratch account. You go to your C project page, go to the bottom, copy link, put the link in your document, turn it in. All right, so let's review this for a second. Because we're at 12 minutes of class left. Did my screen just go dark? It went dark. Oh, there it is. Okay, so here we are. Who would like to read this for 10 points, or should I read it? Go ahead, Ms. Archie. Okay, so since, like I said, this is pretty much the last time I'll see most of you. I hope you had a great time in the class, learned something, you know, win or lose, but you have to come to class tomorrow, even if you're not going on a trip, because I don't want it to affect your time. Me on Esme, Tyler, check this, I turned in that. I know y'all all do that to me. So you got until 4. Then I'm gonna hit on the SB little thing called report card button. That's it. Those are Ortiz in the main office. That's your grade for summer school. Even if you come back and we're gonna have a whole debate and discussion. That's it. I've been telling you for 4 weeks what you gotta do. All right?
Can you tell me what my grade gonna be before the meeting?
Your grades are already on there.
So it's not gonna change?
Well, this is a quiz grade, so if you just choose not to do that, then
How many
ouch.
percent is gonna go down?
Baby, you like a shot away from F. You shot away from F.
Oh.
Keep playing, and that's 2 classes, because 1 class counts for 2 classes. Go ahead and play like that. I suggest you.
Next time,
You can't do that.
yeah, you let me do it next time. Just
You need to, okay, just check with Rush, make sure, you know, Vegas on that. Vegas be like, where's she going with that laptop title? And, you know, if you check, no have a problem with it.
She come over, man. Business. We show our screen right now.
You sure can. I was going to say, who wants points?
50
No, 50 points, man.
I'm ahead of everybody. I promise.
50, right? No, you get 25 big ones if you can share your screen, because I didn't say nothing. Most people don't do nothing. Let me put the screen up so we can see what everybody's done. You can show me if you did any coding while I was coding with you, or if you were just daydreaming.
This is me. This is me.
Okay. Okay, you was keeping up with me.
Yeah, I was ahead of you. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
I was making my right on my right.
Okay, you was doing the beginning block, but I want to make sure you knew the hard parts. So pretty good. You got your 25. All right, put it in your document. Don't forget now. And you should turn it in because you ran out of time. We got hourglass. Kanari, did you have anything? Or you was just back there snacking on some flaming hot? What was you doing now? You got his head down. He don't want to talk about it.
I got 80 points.
Okay. Okay. So everybody knows what the score is in there, right? As far as it might bump up to help some of you out. Like if you're at a D or F, it might go to a D. Depends on how you did in make code projects. But for 2 weeks, you're doing MIT Scratch, and some people just said, "I ain't got to do it." Okay, well, hey, that's on you. The world is not going to negotiate with you. All right. So you have until tomorrow to finish anything you have not done. Otherwise, the grade you got is the grade you earned. Okay. Anybody else want to share their screen before I close? Get ready for next period because you're at 8 minutes left.
What's the word of the day?
It's on the exit slip. Girl, we just talked about that, didn't we?
What's the word of the day, Canadian? It's expertise.
Oh wow! Look at the brains on that girl. Ah, yeah. Waiting on Archie. They can't say, "What's my grade?" Ah, look at SD. You know what it is. You know what it is.
So look, it's fun.
Yes.
I had created it wrong.
Yeah.
I created it wrong.
Okay.
That's what I think I did.
Okay. Well, lucky you have an account, so you always go back to your projects and look at that. All right, what you got?
Right
Boom.
here, the game.
Oh my goodness. Is that yours? All right, now you don't have to have the icons on. Turn your variables off, right? Because you got the indicators up there, Canadian. Go to variables. That's what I was telling you. You don't have to show those. You see those check marks? See how they disappear on your screen? Right. So if you put all your variables, you're going to have like a bunch of variables in there. Just make them, but don't show them. All right, that's running in the background. Pretty good. All right, so you got to 25. You did a lot.
This right here, this block.
That's the make block?
Yeah, but I don't think I did it.
So what, let me see here. So, no. Okay, so where's your first make block? That's what I'm telling you, be careful. Yeah, you made that block incorrectly. So wait a minute, no, run right. All right, so delete. You got 2 blocks in there like that. So just drag it to the side, Canadian, the whole thing. Yes, just drag the whole thing. Boom. It'll delete it. Now, click on make block. Here's what you missed. All right, you see where it says add an input? Mm-hmm. Now, remember the first one we made was, I think it was run and then direction on the inside. So run, come over, direction. And that's what you wanted, actually. That's the step I was trying to show y'all. Better? So now you see what you need? Ah, yeah, that's what you needed. Yes, you dragged it back over there, girl. That's your graveyard. You just created what you needed and threw it away. Okay, good job. 25 points, though. All right, y'all have approximately 6 minutes class and set the clock for 4. Great job, everybody, overall. Don't forget about your exit slip. That is like 20% of your score for today. The programming is 80%. That's if it works, all right? You set a clock.
Well, like, how many percent?
Hmm?
How much percent do the points be like?
What you talking about?
Like, do those be heavy?
Do those be what, girl?
Do y'all know, like, all the pictures with, like, leaving? Like, everybody, y'all. I ain't gonna name nobody.
I'm not leaving, so.
I don't know. I don't really have a emotional breakdown.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Shit.
I'll be distraught.
No,
I'd be like, dang.
I'm not leaving. I got bills to pay.